Hey everybody, good morning. This is Chip. I'm going to try this again. Yesterday I tried to do this, or the other night, Thursday night I tried to do one, and ran into some complications. But hopefully things will go well this time around, and maybe we can get some people in here. And let's see here. I'm going to write a little poll here. It's not letting me do it. Option one. I'm not going to worry about it. Anyway, guys, I'm going to try to generate some interest here, and this is all on the fly right now. I don't really have anything written or prepared, but I did write a book about corporate America called Corporate America Can Kiss My Ass. That is the title of the book. I'm not making that up. And it talks about working for other people versus working for yourself, and the differences between the two, and why working for yourself is a better option. As long as you do this one thing that I always suggest. You find a need as your step one. Your step two is you fulfill that need. And then by doing those two steps, you'll actually accomplish step three, which is helping somebody, making their day better. And then step four, of course, is you get paid. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. And that's what my book is about. It talks about examples, it lists a lot of examples of things that go wrong within the walls of corporate America. And then it talks about how you can do something on your own and make yourself a decent living from home. And that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. My ad just went live on March 1st. It's already out. So if you go to homebusinessadvertiser.com and then you can even do it online. You can go online to homebusinessadvertiser.com and forward over to page 32, and you'll see my ad in the lower left-hand corner. It is live, folks. Please like and share and tell everybody about this video, because I want this to go out where everybody will be able to see it. Let's see here. I did have some stuff prepared. I'm going to go ahead and read this now. Go ahead and get it done. Here we go. Good day, everybody, and thank you for coming. As I mentioned earlier, a big announcement to make today. The book that I started writing in 2011 goes live. It is live now officially. I put my heart and soul into this book, and I encourage every one of you to read it and get a copy of it. You may be wondering why I wrote the book. For many years, I've done what most of us have done for work and figured something out. But we've been lied to our whole lives by corporate America, and most people are so pre-programmed for that they don't even realize what's going on. That's a problem, folks. There are so many things going on within the walls of corporate America that are just not right, and my book tells you about those things. I talk about how open-door policies are closed-door policies, designed to set up innocent victims and nothing more than that. I go over that and many other examples of things that are wrong that occur within the walls of corporate America all the time, unfortunately. I've invited you here because I want you to be a part of this exciting event. I've not done a Facebook Live presentation in a very long time and figured this would be a good time to get back into it. For those of you who don't know, there's a specialty publication called homebusinessadvertiser.com. That's the one I spoke of earlier. It publishes a magazine that reaches 25,000 people who are interested in making money. That's where my ad is posted. It's a quarter-page ad, and it should hopefully generate enough sales to start something that I've been trying to do for decades, which is sell copies of this book. After years of trying and failing over and over again at various business opportunities and being ridiculed and teased and railroaded as a result, I started looking at the magazines in a different way a number of years ago. I wasn't looking at the opportunities themselves, more so the advertisements for those opportunities. In other words, I was studying advertising on my own. Now, why would somebody do that? It's very simple. I wanted to learn everything I can about it so I can in turn write ads that will be successful and make some money from home. I mean, the idea of selling a self-published work from the privacy of home and marketing quite a few of them sounds like the world's most perfect business. There's quite a few people out there who've done this in some form or another, or are doing it right now. And as of a couple of days from now, I will be one of them because my ad's out now. It takes a little while before you start getting orders to come in, but it is out. It's been out for 2 days, and I'm excited about this month. I'm very excited about what's going to be happening here real soon. I also wanted to give you an opportunity to buy a copy of my book, so you can go to chipchain.com. Any of my entrepreneurial friends, I know you'll be able to relate to what's in the book. You also know me personally, and as a result, you might find the book very entertaining. You also might be asking yourself why I even took the time to write it. I get tired of working for other people and getting stuck in the whole paycheck to paycheck, the hamster wheel routine where every payday you pay your bills and then you're completely broke for 2 weeks and then you get another check in 2 weeks and the cycle happens again over and over until you retire or dead, and during that time you'll have trouble making ends meet and you'll always be in debt, and that is just no way to freaking live. My God. But about 98% of us are doing that right now. Now, then somebody like me will show up to those 98% and say, hey, why don't you try this? And they'll look at me like I got 52 heads. Go freaking figure on that. Just because of the programming of our world, folks. We're programmed to, graduate from high school, go on and get a trader skill, and then use that trader skill to make some money, and everything will be just fine, right? Right? Anyway, and it doesn't work anymore. It used to work, but it doesn't anymore. Now, has anybody out here has ever experienced that besides me? Just let me know in the comments below, or if you decide to come on in, that'd be great. Because right now I'm looking at my prompter and I can't really see that anybody's in right now. Now let me tell you a little story about a guy. His name was Bud Weckhesser. I never met him, but I did buy one of his books. Bud was an English teacher in Kent, Ohio, Kent State University. He had his PhD in English and he was a professor. Didn't make a lot of money, neither did his wife. They were playing cards with some friends one night, and she commented that on their budget, she knew, quote unquote, 101 ways to prepare a hamburger. Anyway, that was an insult to her husband. At least he took it like an insult, and he told her, if you type up those recipes, I'll put a small ad in a magazine, and we'll see if anybody buys a copy. And they all laughed about it. Well, he went ahead and got the P.O. box, and he put the ad out, and they hadn't even written the book yet, right? A couple weeks later, after the ad went out, he decided to stop by the post office to see if anything was there. And he gets there, and there's a note in his mailbox that says, please come to the front desk. So he goes to the front desk, and then they ask him how big his car is. He's like, well, why do you need to know that? Well, you have a lot of mail, sir. How big is your vehicle? He had to make 3 trips to the post office because he had that many bags of mail. And he gets home and he's like, honey, remember that book of recipes we were supposed to write? Well, anyway, they did, God bless them. They wrote the recipe book. They got it all put together and got them all mailed out and made themselves a ton of money, all from home. Anybody can do this. You just got to find something you're good at and write something about this. And people say, well, I don't know how to write nothing. How can I write something? How do you do it? First of all, you need to relax, okay? That's the first thing you need to do is relax. Okay? The second thing you need to do is, hey, we have a viewer. Whoever it is, hello, thank you for coming. It's nice to see some people. One of the ways that I was told to write a book is to pretend like you're writing a letter to a friend. And I'm sure I know Windows has voice, text, speech, where you can speak. A speech-to-text module where you can just talk and open up a word processor and blah 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 blah. That's how I did it, and I'm not that familiar with Apple's computers, but I'm sure they have some kind of text-to-speech or speech-to-text module within their platform too that you can blah 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 and the words will appear in the word processor. And the reason I like doing that is you can say what's on your mind and just get the file generated. You can go back and edit it later and all that, so that way it makes it a little easier for you. And it's not so complicated. And that was one of the suggestions in Bud Weckhesser's book. Because I bought this book called Dollars in Your Mailbox years ago, something Bud had published about self-publishing a book and marketing it from home. And it's just such a simple way to do things. And now we've got the internet. So now we've got a way to do this with the internet. There's a way to promote things and do things that was never available to us back years ago before the internet. So things have really changed. You know, they really have. I mean, like right now, what we're doing right now. I'm on live talking to people, even though there's not anybody in the audience as of right now. This broadcast will be on Facebook later, and people will be able to look at it. At least I hope they will. You know, we'll see. Some of them will. My friends will. But you know, promoting stuff online, I've always had trouble with. Until recently, I put one up on YouTube the other day, and I got 603 views, which still isn't enough to go viral, because you need like 10,000 views to go quote unquote viral, apparently. And I hope and pray at some point one of my videos does go viral. It would be nice if it did. You know, especially now that I got this beautiful book that I wrote. And here's a copy of it right here. There it is. Corporate America can kiss my Corporate America can kiss my ass. That is the name of the book. It's a frank, hard, in-your-face look at what's wrong within the walls of corporations all over America. But more important, we show you mindset techniques that you can use to change it. Everybody needs to change it. They do. They need to change it, man. There's just too many people going around in circles. Too many people doing the whole hamster wheel thing, you know, where you get the paycheck, you pay your bills, you're broke. And another paycheck, you pay your bills and you're broke. And then another paycheck and you pay your bills and you're broke. And another paycheck and you pay your bills and you're broke. And another paycheck and you pay your bills and you're broke. You know what I mean? That's a problem. That's a big problem. And guess who gets sucked into that big problem? Just about all of us. Why? And then, you know, somebody like me comes up and says, hey, why don't you try this? And what do? You've got 85 heads, you whacked out nut job. Anyway, that one always makes me wonder. You know, because all I'm trying to do, doggone it, is trying to help people. And they look at me like I'm crazy, like I'm insane, like I'm a weird freak just because I brought up the subject. Versus saying, you know, maybe I'll take a look at it. Hey, there's a concept. Wow. Why are people like that, man? They're skeptical. Everybody's skeptical. But the thing is with skepticism, I've talked about this before. There's two types of skeptics. The first one is the tough one. The one that says, I'm skeptical. What? And they just cross their arms, and that's as far as it goes. Then there's the other ones that say, I'm skeptical, but I'll look at it, I'll do some due diligent research, and I'll make an educated decision based on said research. That's sort of the kind of skeptic you need to be. Everybody needs to be like that. Do your research, base it on the facts, and go from there. So if the facts say don't do it, then guess what? Don't do it. If the facts say go ahead and do it, if the facts are good, go ahead and do it. Doesn't matter what it is, just, you know, base it on the facts. If the facts are positive, yeah, make a decision. If the facts are all daddle and all make a decision. Either way, you base it on the facts, right? Not rocket science, folks. Pretty doggone non-complicated, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, people think in this world that everything has to be tough, everything has to be complicated, everything has to be hard. Some things are hard, you know. You ever tried to program in Python? They say it's an easy programming language. Yeah, it's an easy programming language. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's, you know, programming is not for everyone. I've dabbled with it, just looked at it just to see what it was like. And it's a lot of math, it's a lot of algebra, it's like algebra and English blended together. And for anybody who can figure it out and do it, God bless them, you know. I mean, I've looked at it and I understand how the concepts work and modules and all the stuff they explain to us. I get a general idea of how it works. And I've written a couple of little simple calculators for stuff I've been trying to do around the house. You know, if I need to calculate something like that, little loop programs, I can just, hey, what about this, multiply that, this with this. Type them all in and get the answers I'm looking for. But that's as far as it's gone with me with the programming. But these people who can write, you know, these freaking thousands of text or thousands of pages of code type pieces of software, God bless them. God bless them to be able to do that. You know, that's beyond me. That is just beyond me. Anyway, I'm kind of ranting on here now. I haven't been done a Facebook Live in a while. Tried to do one the other day and it got all screwed up. It acted really, really weird. I wound up deleting it. It was on Thursday night. I kept saying it didn't have enough frames per minute or per second or whatever it was, and it just kept going daddle daddle, and I was just like, whatever, it happens. But let's be positive for a minute, guys. My ad is out. I'm excited. It's only been out for 2 days, and yeah, no ad orders have come in just yet from it, but that doesn't mean they're not going to. It's the beginning of the month. It takes a minute to get started, to get things going. And then once they get going, momentum kicks in, and things will be better. But, it could go either way. It could fall on my face, too. You never know with these things. The only way to do it is to test the ad and see how it does, and that's what we're doing now. This is the first run of this ad, so this is a test. This is a test of the, not the emergency broadcast system, this is a test of my ad. But, nonetheless, hopefully the test will be a positive test, a very good test. We'll make more than enough to keep running the ad and just keep selling books, because that's what it's all about, getting the books out to the people. I want to get to the point where I can do this for a living and just sell books, and that's it. Be a self-published author selling my books. Right now, the first one, my book. It's a beautiful business. Because, marketing in any form is good when you think about it. Because whenever you have a Dumerflagy, as it were, and your Dumerflagy is priced at a certain amount of money, you got X amount of people sending you that amount of money for your Dumerflagy. And anyway, if you can promote it and do it the way you're supposed to and get enough people to see it, it's great. But again, you got to run into things. You're going to run into skeptics. You're going to run into haters. You're going to run into the negative naysayers and the nanny boo-booers and all the stuff that's out there. And you just got to be like da-da-da-da and not let it phase you in the negative way that the negative naysayers want you to be phased. They want you to be like a scared little puppy. They want you to say, you're right, I've been stupid the entire time, and why am I doing all this stuff? And I should just go 9 to 5 my life away and be in debt like everybody else and get on that hamster wheel and never have any money and go around in circles and around in circles until I'm dead and put in the ground. No, okay. So yeah, that goes against the grain of 90% of this world. I get it. I understand that part of it. You know what? I gotta be honest with you. I feel sorry for people who have been in the 98%. They've been pre-programmed their entire lives for that. You like it, good. God bless you if you like it. Hamster wheel? No. A lot of times when people go to school and they get trained in it, then they try to find a job in your field. No, you're not. Okay. Doesn't that suck, man? To be trained in something and be passionate about it, and be good at it, and you go to find work and there's no work. Well, we got the water, we ain't got the swimming pool. Shucks. Yeah, man. And then people wonder why I want to publish a book from home and just be at home and selling books. They wonder. They have to wonder. Makes me wonder. It really does. Because, I'm just trying to help people, like I said before in this broadcast. I'm just trying to help people. And again, I've realized that there's only one viewer we had so far earlier today, and they're not even on anymore, which is fine. I did this on the fly, didn't know if anybody's going to join me or not, but that's okay, because there'll be a broadcast later, people can watch it and get the information. The book is out. Go to chipching.com, and a special note, because this is Facebook, chipching.com will not work directly on Facebook, so open up a separate browser and just type in chipching.com. It goes right to it. It's $25. We use Stripe as our processor, stripe.com, because I got an account with them, and they're great. I found out that that place is huge, that processor. They've been around for a while and got an outstanding reputation, so I'm really real happy my life a lot easier. So that's good. And I am running out of things to talk about. I've just been doing this spontaneously, except for that stuff I read earlier. I wish there were some people that would come in, but nobody's here. So it happens. It does happen. But I'm not going to let it faze me at all. I'm in a good mood. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I just wanted to pop in and say hi and give you all an update. Please go to chipching.com. Again, open up a separate browser. Don't do it within the Facebook platform because it gives you an error for some reason and it's only on the Facebook platform. Go figure, right? Yeah. Gee, I wonder why. But you'll go to a regular browser, you can just open up a new window and chipching.com, boom, right to it. No issues. I've done it off of Twitter, I've done it off of a lot of different sites, it goes right through, but on Facebook, for some reason, it just hiccups. So it's definitely a Facebook devil is what it is. So please, just do yourself a favor, just open up another browser. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end this. Put your comments down in the, any type of thing you want to say about this in the comments below. I'd love to hear everything you've had to say about this. And like and share, let people know about the book. Because anybody who works for a living needs a copy of my book. Especially if you've been thinking about being an entrepreneur. If you already are an entrepreneur, you definitely need to get a copy of my book. All my former territories people. Let's address everybody from that group. Wonderful group of people. That was one of the best things that I ever had was meeting all those people in territory. And even though, it is what it is, it happened, what happened did happen. I did make a lot of friendships out of that. And I still have a lot of people that I know from territory. In fact, now there's some new ones that have come up. People trying to get me involved with it. And I'm not really into multi-level like I used to be. I kind of burned out on it. But anybody who's a multi-level marketing entrepreneur needs a copy of my book. Because my book will put fire in your belly. It will put fire in your belly. My book will just give you that, it'll give you that unga bunga. It'll give you that da 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 da. It will give you that. So it's good to feed off of. So anybody who's a true entrepreneur, go to chipching.com and get a copy of my book. Definitely. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. God bless and peace.